What up? Mike Hedleski here. Just wanted to recap the 2015 Raw Nationals in Scranton, Pennsylvania from this weekend. I'm about 2 hours back out of where things make sense, 2 hours from home, from Maryland. Pennsylvania is gloriously terrible, and now I have my reward for making it out of there alive as I get to drive through Delaware. So, yeah, for me personally, the meet went all right, I guess. Made a couple stupid technical errors on squats and benches. Yeah, I mean, warming up, everything felt great. Like, I felt fine. I've actually never felt better going into a competition. It's the first one I've done where I haven't been, like, sick. I mean, you can hear it in my voice. I'm kind of messed up today. I think I'm finally coming down with something. But, I just always tend to get sick at some point before or after a meet, almost always. But, yeah, so warming up, feeling good. My opener on squats was like just under 590, just crushed it, felt great. Jumped to 617, just destroyed that, which I'm almost positive was a PR since I got that since I had that sports hernia last year. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not keeping track of it. I just want to squat more than I ever have before, and I'm slowly working back up to it. So the most I've ever done to meet is 666.9 or whatever it comes out to. So hopefully I'll be able to do that at some point in the near future. But so went to 650 on my third, and just fucked it up. I don't know, just forgot how to squat. It was stupid. A problem I've been having with using a heeled shoe, like a weightlifting shoe. I love my Ristos that I have. They're awesome, but if it's very unforgiving if your weight shifts forward even a millimeter. And anyone who squats in Olympic shoes knows exactly what I'm talking about. So I did that just a little bit on 650, and then it looked like I was trying to decapitate myself with the barbell. Seriously, like rolled up to the base of my skull. That didn't feel very good. So, I mean, it came up pretty quick, and then I totally lost balance, and it was stupid, and I should have gotten it because it felt great on my back, and it felt awesome. So, I mean, I was really pissed off about that for about 30 seconds, so whatever, competition's still going on. So, yeah, for bench just didn't feel great warming that up. I need to go see a doctor for whatever, like an orthopedist or something, for whatever. I just have this recurring, constant tendonitis in my trap and shoulder and everything, and now it just feels loose and clicky and stuff, so I guarantee I got something screwed up in there, so I definitely need to get that figured out. But anyway, opened with 386, crushed it, it was fine, then went to 407, which was a little slower than I would have liked it to be, and my goal for the meet was to hit something over 420, because it should have been there with how training was going and everything like that, but I tried 417 or 418 on my third, and I honestly think I just stopped caring halfway through the lift, and just ended up missing out on that, which sucked. Again, like shooting for like 420, because my bench training had gone pretty well, so I definitely think since the training went well and the meet sucked, I have to change something up with that, and that's one of the good things about going to kind of bigger competitions like this, is you get to run into a bunch of people that are smarter and stronger than you. So after talking to Scott Yard a little bit, who in the 120s, I think his best bench has been like 501 or something just ridiculous. He had the American record for a little while. I know he said he's been using a lot of Josh Bryant stuff, and for those who don't know, Scott Yard's sponsored through Elite FTS and everything. He's been doing a bunch of USAPL Raw meets and everything. He's just a really, really cool dude, really nice guy. But after talking with him a little bit, it's funny, I just finished reading, I think it was Josh Bryant's bench press manual. Just a really neat outlook on using different things like quasi-isometrics, like compensatory acceleration training, just all kinds of crazy stuff that I haven't been doing. I mean, I've just been benching and like waving volume, hypertrophy, and strength and power stuff, and I need a change. Like, I need to I need to look like I lift weights. I need to start doing curls or something. I have to get a little bit bigger. I weighed in at 249, and weight class it's cut off at 264. So I mean, I've got some wiggle room, and yeah, I need to, if I can fill out this weight class, especially improving my bench, and I just have the feeling making my upper body bigger and stronger is going to help my squat too, because that seems to be the biggest limiting factor there as well. Just, you know, losing my balance and pitching forward like an asshole, and like whenever something gets a little, like whenever something's not perfect, and I just end up ditching the damn thing. But anyway, so I might try a setup similar to what was in that little like training manual. And after talking to Scott, it gave me a little bit better understanding than just reading the book. It's always helpful to talk to someone who like has done the shit before. So that'll probably be the majority of my bench training for the next couple weeks. I still want to keep the frequency up and everything, so I just had to figure out just how to work that out and not just totally, you know, kill myself, run myself into the ground or anything. But first things first, I definitely got to get this thing in my trap straightened out. I've been ignoring it for about a year now, so I think it's not getting any better. It's getting worse. So anyway, like I'll get that figured out. But that's not the reason I missed that last bench press. I just wasn't. I don't know. I think weighing in so light screwed me up, and then just, you know, I brought it down. It felt heavy. It hit my chest, and then I just didn't care anymore. Honestly, I just did not give a shit about it at all. So, yeah. So I definitely need to work on that. That's definitely my weakest lift by miles and miles and miles. So it's a lifetime goal for me to hit a 200 kilogram bench with a pause in a competition. I've done it a couple times in training now, and just need to get that back up there and do it in a meet. And that'd be doing something if I can get it back up there. So for deadlift, the video's floating around all over the place. It went pretty well. Warming up felt fine. It was like I just felt tight and solid position. Everything was moving just a million miles an hour. And actually, the 705 was my opener, and that was probably the slowest one. I got my hands on it, pulled it as hard as I could. It just took a second to come off the floor, but then when it moved, I just blasted the thing up. I just felt great, and it takes a lot for me to get like really, really genuinely fired up about something. I was losing my shit a little bit after that one. Jumped right to 760. Smoked that, and that was even faster than 705. I mean, I'm still waiting for that one to come down. I think it's still floating around in the atmosphere somewhere. So I mean, I really had to think. I knew I wanted to do something over 800 pounds. Just because I've never done that raw in a full meet before, at this body weight anyway, or, you know, anything in the 120 class, 120 kilogram class. So it took. I played it conservative, and I went for 804, and I crushed it. And I mean, it really wasn't too bad. Usually when I pull like a really heavy kind of grinding hard deadlift, my hands get all messed up, they get all torn up, my fingers get all sore and stuff, and I'm not having any of that today. I'm not even sore today. So, yeah, so the world record for the 120s is 819, and I honestly think I could have given it a run at 821 or whatever the next jump is, 824 or whatever it is. But, you know, I got the 804, and I crushed it, and it felt great. So hopefully I get invited back to the pro deadlift at the Arnold Sports Festival. See how training goes. I seriously might end up doing that one raw, and then that'd be a really, really cool place to pull a new world record for the 120 class. And man, it's just with my training 100% focused on that, there's no reason why that wouldn't happen. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that. Everybody was going ape shit about it. Like USA Powerlifting put it on their Instagram page and said it was like their favorite lift of the weekend, which is, if you were following any of that stuff, I mean, the freak shows that came out, like there was about 10 times during the competition where I looked up at the guys I'm lifting against, like up on the screen showing all their attempts and everything, where I just said out loud, like, this is ridiculous. I've never even heard of shit like that going on, and it was like happening in front of me. I mean, there were guys squatting 800 pounds. Dennis Cornelius hit like a 530 bench or something ridiculous. It was nuts. So, and anyway, it was a good time. I finished 7th overall, and I got a PR total. I think it was like 1825, something like that. But if I would have hit, my goal was to hit somewhere between 1850 and 1890. And with the third squat that I missed and the third bench that I missed, that would have put me, if I got those both, it would have put me right over 1870. So that would have been really cool. But you know, whatever, shit happens, so just do it at the next one, I guess. But all in all, good times. Meet ran awesome for 1,147 people. There were sessions ending early. I mean, I've been to 50 people meets, you know, 50-person meets that weren't run that well. So yeah, I got a couple of questions about how my deadlift training was set up leading up to Raw Nationals, because that 804 is a 27, 8, 9, 10. So that's about a 25-pound PR. Yeah, it's about a 26-pound PR actually for me for my best raw pull in a full competition. So I did a couple of different things, but it's fucking hard. I'll do another, just, you know, hard work and stuff for the most part. But anyway, I'll put that up on another video because it's already 12 minutes long and I barely even talked about anything. So thanks.